Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at arklatex.homepage.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces with your Wednesday morning forecast update. And our weather pattern continues to sit in a very good place, especially for the middle of August, as we'll likely see temperatures even a few degrees cooler than what they have been for the past few days. Best part, we'll continue to see the low humidity, and that will continue for us for the remainder of the week here. Really not too much happening across the region. Still have a frontal boundary just to the south of us. A few clouds drifting through this morning, but eventually it will turn into a mostly sunny day for us. Your temperature is running a little bit lower in most areas to start out the Wednesday. We're down to 63 in ILOW, Texarkana's in the 60s this morning as well. Shreveport's still in the 70s, but by the time we hit sunrise may drop into the upper 60s, so it will feel absolutely fantastic as you step out the door this morning. And we still have a north wind, which is keeping the air dry and keeping the humidity away, and expect we'll see the low humidity through at least Thursday and probably Friday as well. So yesterday we did have high temperatures in the mid 90s. We'll be a little bit cooler today as we have a reinforcing shot of some dry and cooler for summer air making its way in. Still going to be a pretty warm day though, as we'll wind up in the upper 80s and low 90s. Typical high about 94 degrees, so we're thankfully running a little bit below normal. Here's a look at your Robinson at FUTURECAST. It does show some of those morning clouds. Eventually pretty much just sunshine as we go through the late morning and afternoon, and there's no rain popping up on FUTURECAST, and we'll still have a lot of this dry air in place tomorrow. So we'll start out very comfortable in the morning and put in another day in the upper 80s and low 90s. So Wednesday, Thursday, probably the two nicest weather days of this week. Again, tonight we'll likely have lows in the mid to upper 60s. Of course, the big story for next week, watching two different tropical waves. Both of those have a high chance of development, about 90% on the one that's further to the east and 80% chance of development within the next 5 days with this wave that will eventually turn up towards the Yucatan. Here's the Gulf right here at the top of the screen. So most of the forecast models at this point do show that, making a little bit of a turn up towards the Gulf of Mexico. Could impact maybe somewhere along the Gulf Coast, perhaps next Monday, Tuesday, somewhere in that time frame. As far as any impacts to the Arklatex, it's just too far out to say yet, but hopefully we can pull a little bit of rain off this at the very least towards the early and middle portions of next week to kind of help out with the temperatures. And then the wave that's in the back here, that will likely make its way up towards Florida. This will be something we have to watch late next week, so we can definitely have double trouble on the Gulf of Mexico, so make sure you are checking back for updates as we continue through the week here. But it looks like that first wave, if there are any impacts to us, may be felt towards the early and middle portions of next week. Not saying that's going to happen, but if that did come to fruition, we're still about 5 to 7 days out of seeing any impacts from that first storm making its way up into the Gulf of Mexico. 7-day forecast, very nice through Friday. A little more humidity this weekend. Will definitely be a hot weekend. Not much rain out there, but we may see slightly higher rain chances next Monday, Tuesday. A lot of that depends on what's happening in the Gulf of Mexico, but either way, if we can get a storm down there, looks like it may help to enhance our sea breeze somewhat, so we could see some of those daily afternoon showers return by next Monday and Tuesday.